And when I think back, knowing how I was capturing the energy of my youth, when I think about that point in time, and I look back and see where I stand today, I see it as a total evolution.
And action.
Let's talk about Cadillac. You pull up with the Caddy, you know how that was. This new 36 speaker AKG studio reference system inside the car is almost like a dream come true. When we start mixing our records, we'll listen to it in the studio, but we take it to the car to make sure it thumps in the car. It could sound good in the studio, but you're gonna take it to your car to double check. For Cadillac and AKG to combine, it's really an upgrade to everything I think music stands for, and an upgrade to technology.
Working with RZA is like a personal dream.
Like you want to cool. Yeah.
And then to work with him in collaboration with a brand as classic as Cadillac really feels like a perfect marriage.
Photography has become the way that I tell a story. When they came out with their first album, a lot of that marketing around that was shot on film as well as contact sheets. And so that's gonna be a big part of this project, is printing these 36 frames.
It's awesome to be part of something so creative, especially considering kind of the brilliant tie between AKG, which is what he recorded 36 chambers on, and the fact that there's 36 speakers in the new Escalade. It's a very serendipitous kind of project.
All right, whenever you ready. This AKG mic. That's like the Holy Grail microphone. It's been in the studio with us so many times on so many recordings. As I evolved as a composer, certain sounds I made had to be clean, they had to have clarity. And when I built my studio, I got a half a dozen of those mics, and I keep those mics always in my repertoire.
Yo! It's no place to hide once I step inside the room. Dr. Doom, prepare for the boom. Bam! Ah, man, I slam!
When you're growing up in America, yo, Cadillac is that car you hear about. It's almost a dream car. You know, when I was young, my father wanted a Cadillac. Wasn't able to get one, but ODB's father, who was a transit worker, was able to get a Cadillac Coupe de Ville. And I never forget when he came over our house and we all ran out. Wow, Uncle Boo got a Cadillac. It was something we always wanted. This is an American journey, you know what I mean? And I think it's right on brand with myself. Never stop arriving. What it means to me is that the journey never ends. Arriving can be synonymous with evolving, and you should never stop evolving.
What advice would you give to someone to see the world differently and evolve their path?
I'm gonna just use a Shaolin example for myself. I get to a Shaolin temple in China, a pilgrimage for me. There was a cave called the Bodhidharma Cave, way up the side of a mountain. And first, I looked up. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. We started the mission. And when we got about an hour to 90 minutes in, we looked around, everybody felt accomplished. I seen where I was at, the bottom, and I saw where I was at the time, but I wasn't at the top. I was only at the base of the mountain. I have to get to the cave in order to complete my destination. And I continued up. I said that story to you to say that, how do you evolve? Well, you look at where you came from, you look at where you at, and then you envision where you want to go. Never stop arriving.
Man, cut, please. Good.
It's a cut.